Hey Nick, just to wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas and all the best for the new year. And also to say a massive thank you for all you do within the Star Wars collecting community. I take a lot of enjoyment out of watching your videos. I think you have a fantastic collection. And yeah, you've got a great channel. You're doing a great job. And I just want to wish you every success in 2024. Take care, my friend. Have a good one. And speak soon, pal.
Stuart Norris there, ladies and gentlemen, from Universal Toy Collector. What better way to start the Christmas episode than with that lovely message I received from him recently. And thank you, Stuart, and bless you and your family too. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Christmas episode of Only One Fans. I'd like to firstly start by saying a very happy Christmas to each and every person who watches the channel, who subscribes, especially the Patreon members and YouTube channel members. Bless you all, Merry Christmas, and a happy, prosperous 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Christmas episode, and there is a lot in store, so stay tuned, relax, enjoy if you're watching live on the premiere or on the rerun. Either way, I hope you enjoy the episode. As ever on a Christmas day, it is a tradition on this channel to open a vehicle, or has been for the last few years, and I will be opening the Biggs Darklighter X-Wing from the Vintage Collection, classic Kenner packaging, so that seems quite an appropriate thing to be opening on a Christmas day. And also, speaking of opening, I will be opening later a package I received from a follower of the channel, Lau, who had sent me things before, incredible gifts. So I can't wait to share that with you. You wait and see what he has sent. It is amazing. So stay tuned for that. And finally, the result of the competition that I started not long ago, and everybody who has sent a voice note for this has won an Only One Kenobi patch. And what I asked was this: if Hasbro were to end the Vintage Collection in 3 3/4 inch tomorrow or whenever, if there was only one figure, if there was only one figure that you could take from the Vintage Collection before its demise, what would it be? And I will share what mine was. I think a lot of people might be able to guess, but I will play those messages later, and every voice note you hear from the people who entered that competition have won an Only One Kenobi patch. Some people have already won one because they became members not long ago. I'm talking about Flick there and a few others, but very interesting choices from people. And anyway, stay tuned. It's all to come for this Christmas episode of Only One Kenobis, Only One Fans. Thank you for watching. You are my one and Obies, the Only One Fans. I hope you enjoy this Christmas episode. Thank you. Out. Hello, ho, ho there. Merry Christmas. So this is what I'm opening for you today. This Christmas Day, the 25th of December, 2023. It's the X-Wing Fighter. I bought this 4 years ago in the fall of 2019. I just got back from Florida. Just before I moved house, I was getting loads of vehicles because I knew I'd get more space in the gaff I'm in now. So I started going crazy, buying loads of vehicles. And the ironic thing is, this is mint. And about 3 months before I got this, I bought the same X-Wing secondhand on a Facebook group, and that cost me more than this. I got a secondhand one for 70, and back then there was hardly any X-Wings on the market, and that was, well, I was told it was a good price. It seemed quite expensive now. But this I got for about £50, I think. Awesome. And this seems right to open on Christmas Day because, well, I didn't get an X-Wing when I was a child, but this It's very iconic, this packaging here. It's an X-Wing fighter done exactly like the original X-Wing was done for Kenner. Back then, I suppose, not that I owned one, but I suppose kids would have imagined it being Luke's X-Wing. But it's not. Look at this. 1, 2, 3 notches on the wing. That means it's red 3, which is Biggs. And as I say, I never got an X-Wing when I was a kid in the Kenner days. I had an AT-AT, I had a Falcon, and that was the only 2 vehicles I had. Oh, I think I had a speeder bike, you know, the, what do you call them now? The Spiker Scout bike. And that was all I had. I always dreamed of having an X-Wing and also having a snow speeder, but I never had those. But I think there was a subsequent release of the X-Wing that was, I saw it round some friends' houses who had the X-Wing, and it had the dirt on it from, I guess, the Dagobah swamp, and that had its own packaging. So I thought this was great to open for Christmas, and let's do it. There it is there. I got this via Daniel Chart. This doubles up as the droid that you see on the Tanty 4 as well. I've currently got this droid on my Tanty 4 display. And this is the Biggs I'm going to put in the cockpit. This is the Black Series Biggs, and it's better with the helmet on this Biggs because I don't really rate the head as much. I like with the helmet off. I've got 2 Biggs in my collection. This is the Biggs I keep with the helmet off. That's the 30th anniversary one, only that he looks just like I remember the actor looking in the deleted scene, you know, the special edition. Luke! Hey! Have I got some stories to tell you? Skywalker! You know that scene? I love that Biggs actually, but because you've got to have one with the helmet on, the helmet always covers a medley of sins, doesn't it, really? By covering the facial sculpt. I mean, I don't know. What do you reckon of this facial sculpture? Have a quick look at it now. Hang on. Let's get this helmet off. Come on. I don't remember that looking like the actor as much. But as long as you can see the tash, and the paint application of that tash isn't great, actually. I really hope they update Biggs in the TVC soon. He was in my top 10 for last figure standing, actually, because I can imagine the car being epic. But that'll do. And you see him in the cockpit as well. When you've got a figure in a cockpit as well, it also covers any imperfections of the figure. Inside we have X-Wing fighter. Some instructions there. I would love to get the wedge one as well. And that does come with the stepladder, I think. Was it Saga Collection, that one? Or Legacy? I don't know if it's Legacy or not. Take to the comments, ladies and gentlemen. Educate me. I can't remember now. It's been a while since I looked into it. That would be Red 2 with 2 slips on it. Oh man, I'd love a gold leather one. I'd love the whole fleet. I'd love them to bring out gold leather again, man. Gold leather is such a great looking helmet. Come on, man. But this X-Wing, though it's very nicely scaled, has now pales in comparison to, for example, the Luke Skywalker one they brought out, the Yavin X-Wing, Yavin Hangar X-Wing they brought out in 2019 as well. I remember picking that up around about the time we went to Star Wars Echo Base Live in 2019. And I reviewed it back then as well. Or was it actually? No, it wasn't. It was October 2019 that one came out, I think. Anyway, this one will look very plain in comparison. Obviously, it has there's that word again, Daniel, obviously. It will have the correct markings, as in, you know, the 3 notches we talked about before. It'll have that and everything, but what I mean is the Luke Skywalker one up there has got like an oily slick all over it. The same as that Slave one does, the same as that vehicle does, the TVC Galaxy's Edge Millennium Falcon does. It's brilliant how they do that. They wash dirt all over their vehicles now, and it done off, set it off like a movie prop, like a model does. So should we get it out, ladies and gentlemen? Let's do it. It has a little bit of weathering, a bit like the previous or the first release of the ATST did, which was also subsequently upgraded by the TVC team. But this does have a bit of something. It's got like a little bit of browning or something there, and there's a little bit of a squirt or a jet of something here. You can see it. it's not too bad, is it? I mean, the detail is fantastic, especially when the light catches it, you know what I mean? I do like Biggs. Blast it. Biggs, where are you? Originally he says, blast it, Wedge, where are you? Wedge is the one who's working hard for him, you know what I mean? Biggs wasn't around when Luke needed a bit of help inside the cockpit. Now let's have a look. What have we got going on there? Yeah, I mean, it's the standard mold they've been using again and again and again. Last was brought out with the Blue Leader X-Wing. It's a shame because they did that beautiful X-Wing for the Rise of Skywalker. You can just see it there, actually. I love that X-Wing, but I can't stand that movie and that trilogy. Bruh. So it's a shame, really, but it's a beautifully made X-Wing, but it's wasted now because they went to all that effort to get the X-Wing right. They would have been better off upgrading this type because the OT rules supreme. There's the legs there, the joint. Let's get this missile in here, loaded in here. Let's hit the focus there. There you go. That's good. The guns here, like with Luke's, it's got that weird spiral pattern. It's weird that must come from reference material, like a photograph or something like that. It's weird, isn't it? I never knew that these guns, especially Luke's, had that candy cane pattern on. It's weird. And there's detail there. Look at that. They've changed the shading of that there. So it's good. It's not bad at all. It's an all right release. Right, let's get it connected. And boom, that's connected like that. Gonna use this picture as reference there. That might help me. Just trying to get them to match. But this one also oh, hang on, I found it. God, that took me ages. God, it was like an intelligence test. So that one, I'm definitely putting here. And again, on the underside, did I show you this? There's a bit of a blast mark there as well, which is good. The sun is setting here today, ladies and gentlemen, so I better get moving. There, that's nice. That's a good start, man. Really good. I'm really liking the look of this X-Wing. And I know it's mint. Look at that, it's great. You know what I mean? The other one, I always had a problem with it because I knew I got it secondhand, but this is looking good. I'm going to go handheld in a second, show you just a few more close-up angles of it. When I do have it in flight pose though, you can do it via this, as you know. You go down. Hang on, let me get the landing gear up. Down and across, but it's not good enough. It's good, it opens up, but really, boom, you need that. So what I do is I stick, you can put a little bead of polystyrene in there. You can find a little bit of rubber, like an eraser, as you Americans call it, an eraser. I found the right shaped rubber. Sounds a bit dodgy saying rubber. You could do whatever. You can stuff something inside and it will just stay. Look at that, that's a bit of a polystyrene thing. Look at that. That's how it should be. Boom, like that. Just like the Rise of Skywalker X-Wing is. Look at that, that's great, isn't it? That's in flight pose, and put that down. That goes forward and across. That's nice. And I love it's nice. You get a nice bit of yellow detail on the top as well for Biggs's. And let's put the droid in. There you go. In he goes. And then the cockpit. I'll just take this out, this polystyrene. That, man, it's nice, isn't it? Look at that. Classic X-Wing, that. Let's go handheld. As you see the afternoon lighting hitting it, it's very nice, isn't it? Look at that. Great. It's Biggs's X-Wing. See, it would be nice if it was flush like that, but you won't get that, sadly. Whoa. God, I just knocked it. Nice. The cockpit of the Blue Leader one is impossible to get open once you lock it and close it. My one is anyway. Really nice. There's your 3 notches for Biggs. Matches the stitching and also the classic 80s Kenner. But a beautiful ship. The X-Wing is amazing. And then it's nice to see its origins in the prequels. When you look at the ARC 170, you see that the engines and the design are reminiscent. So obviously the same construction corporation, I guess. I don't know, maybe you know more about that than I do. Very nice. I'm going to get Biggs in the cockpit in a minute. So you can either display it with this guy in your hangar, or whatever you want to do. And then you've got this guy who I'm going to be putting inside the cockpit. And I'm going to change around my X-Wings. Luke's is up there. In fact, we'll go and have a look at them now. There is the weathering I told you about, the oil, the slick that's all over. You see these blotches of grey here? The whole thing is washed with that. It's all over it, and it really does add to the detail. There it is. You can see it very clearly on that. It's brushed right across. This is Luke. I always fancied having my Luke one in parked for some reason. I don't know why, because it's Luke and you see scenes of him getting in there with R2 and blah, blah, blah. That's how I look at that. That's how I keep this one open. Any means necessary. There it is. You know, what I could do is, because I've got this mounted there, I could have technically 3 X-Wings. I could probably put another there. All in formation. I could have Luke, Biggs and Blue Leader. Alright, so the last thing I'm going to do for you is get Biggs into the cockpit. Again, it's the same model as the Blue Leader one, the recent one. You get that targeting computer there. This panel also comes out for the sake of ease of getting your figures in and out, and rightly so, it's attached with this cord here so that this piece doesn't go missing. Look at the detail there, that's quite nice. The fact that there's some paint apps there as well. Let me just focus on that. That's great. No need for stickers, decals. I'll just put the targeting computer back. There you go. I don't believe that Biggs even got a chance to use his targeting computer. Luke, you switched off your targeting computer. What's wrong? Nothing. I'm all right. Is that what he says? I'm all right? He definitely says nothing. I haven't watched A New Hope for a long time, man. When I watch New Hope now, even though I've got Disney Plus, I don't watch their version. I watch Harmy's despecialized edition, man. That's the only way to go. Ian, if you are watching, Ian Bowden from Buffy's Cave, get a copy of the despecialized edition, my friend. It is the original trilogy as it was in 77 in 4K, except I think there's even better versions of it now. There's 4K 77, so it's HD, the one I've got, I think, so high definition Blu-ray quality, but then there's the 4K version or something. I don't know, but it's great that they exist. The fans have taken charge, man, and they've done a really good job. That's Harmy, so tip of the hat to Harmy. I love Harmy, he's amazing. What a legend. He's younger than me, man, but he appreciates the original trilogy, the original trilogy, more than anybody. Let's park him. We're done. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed that. I have certainly enjoyed opening that for you on this Christmas Day episode of Only One Fans. What a ship that is. I'm really pleased with it. I was getting ready to be a little bit disappointed with it because I know there's been better X-Wings since, but no way, man, this is held up. And it's mint. I've kept saying that throughout the video, but this is mint as mint can be. The other one was second hand, and I've got rid of that now. Sold it to somebody and made me money back. So that's good. Have a look at the underside there. I think I've shown you everything. Top side, we're good. Nice one. Merry Christmas, ladies and gentlemen, one more time.
Hey, Only One Kenobi, this is Flick calling in for your Christmas special. I had to think about the very last figure I would ever want in TVC, and this is going to be a little wild, but I think I would pick Peli Moto for my last figure. And the reason is they've given us so much Mandalorian, and I can create so many cool dioramas, but I don't have one of my favorite characters in the series, Peli. in any of my dioramas. I got this new N1, and I could totally have a diorama of her and Mando and R5, maybe even pick up a droid pack here and there and create like a building the N1 scene or having her repair the Razor Crest scene. So I've just really missed her in the line, and I think it would be a nice one to round out that TVC Mando collection. Thanks.
Hey Nick, my choice for the last figure would be Peli Motto from the Mandalorian. Definitely need her. Thank you.
Okay, last figure for TVC. I thought about it really deeply there, Nick, and I've come to the conclusion. I think it's got to be Sebastian Shaw, Force Ghost, Anakin, in honor of the last 17. You could probably choose somebody else from the last 17, but I think it'd be great if we had him on a counter card back. Anyways, there it is.
Hello there. If I had to choose just one figure that had to be made in the vintage collection, it would definitely be Peli Motto. She is such a huge part of The Mandalorian, and it is a shame that she has not already been released. Bye!
G'day Nick, Sci-Fi back again. Regarding a response to your question that if there's only one TVC card ever made, and none more to be made, I'm going to suggest the Tonica sisters, Bray and Senny. 2 cards in a box, and that'll be that, because a lot of people have been asking for these figures for years. That'll be that. I mean, we've got a lot of Han Solos and Luke Skywalkers and Darth Vaders and God knows what. Yeah, that'll be it. Yeah. It's also part of this last figure standing thing that's going on. Do that. I reckon that'll be great. What do you say? What say you? The Tonica sisters.
Only One Kenobi. This is the ghost of Christmas future. I am here enjoying my last Hasbro figures, the Tonica sisters, each packed with 1/2 of the Cantina bar. Merry Christmas.
Hey there, Only One Kenobi. Tough questions to answer. There are so many characters, major, minor and in between. From a host of media, it's hard to choose. I'd love to see Hermiodl, Poe-Snitkin, Ula or F. Mon come out in TVC, but I've narrowed it down to the Jedi Temple Guard. I'm sure I speak for everyone in saying what a fantastic job you do, providing us with great content and comedic catchphrases. Boo-yay! Makes us laugh all the time. But please bring back the monkey music. Des, out.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. All those people have won an Only One Kenobi patch, and thank you for your contribution to that. Amazing. The Tonica sisters again. These messages came to me before the result of the last figure standing competition, but it just goes to show the popularity. Also, Peli Motto, shout out there, because I had about the first 3 messages in a row were Peli Motto. It was crazy. My one, as you know, as you can see, is the AT-AT driver. Very nostalgic figure for me. One of the first Star Wars figures I ever got my hands on. I love the character anyway. Love the film Empire Strikes Back. Love the Battle of Hoth. If they could do a figure just as good as this 5 POA figure that came out a fair few years ago now, I'd be very happy. Plus the car back as well is a beautiful one. That is the only one of the 96 I really want them to do. And that is my choice. Thank you very much. Let's press on, ladies and gentlemen, with the rest of the show. And so, it wouldn't be Christmas without opening a gift. And this is something that has been sent to me by a long-standing member, Patreon follower, and supporter of the channel, Lau. You might remember that name. A guy who sent me some stuff before when I had a PO box. I don't have a PO box anymore, so I had to make special arrangements, different arrangements to get this delivered to me. But he has sent me amazing stuff in the past, so I will leave a link to my P.O. Box playlist. And Lau, I'll leave a link to his Instagram as well. He has done, or makes, really good dioramas as well, so he's a good guy. Thank you, Lau. And let's go for it, man. It's been a while since I've received a package like this. Very exciting. And let's take that top layer off. I did see something just now. What is this? Oh, wow. Wow, man. Look at that. Comic packs, man. They're just... Figures are remarkable in here. So who do we have? Who's that guy? That's Baron Fell. See, I know nothing about... I don't know much about... Dark Horse Comics, by the way. And the other side, we have... Oh my god. Hobby Clivian. I thought Hobby was his last name. I thought he was called Derek Hobby. Or is this another guy called Hobby? But I don't have that figure. That helmet's very reminiscent of Gold Leaders. That's so kind, man. And a comic, I'm going to open that, man. I'll be opening this. I'll have the figures loose and then I'll read the comic. Do you want to freeze frame on that? Rogue Squadron. No easy task, even for Hobby Clivian. Wow. I could have sworn he was called Derek Hobby, but maybe this is like, there's canon, non-canon. Interesting. The ultimate comic pack for myself would be XR Kun, but I wouldn't be expecting anyone to be gifting me that. Bloody hell, that cost a fortune. What I do expect is Hasbro to reissue it. Give us XR Kun, please, Hasbro. Come on, get your molds in order, sort it out. And then we have all of that stuff. Look at that! Wow, I thought there was a diorama line when I opened the box. I thought, what's this? What is this next now? Wow. Oh, cool, man. Now he also does custom card backs. In fact, I'm going to go and get a custom that he got me once. Bear with me. I can't remember when you got me that, Lau. It must have been 2021. I only had a PO box for 21 and 22, basically. At the end of 21, so all of 2022 and 2023. But you got me that a long time ago, and I still have it. It's brilliant. Inside is Cad Bane, a Clone Wars interpretation of. And now, let's have a look at these cards here. So we have, I like these. Oh, I've also got the Ventress one you sent me like this. You gave me a bubble too. Darth Talon. Now that would be a good figure to get hold of. The backs are probably all the same, I don't know. Oh, look at that card for Shaq T. It's very expanded universe. You see, that's what, I'd say that's Force Unleashed. That would go nicely with the Starkiller card back. Shaq T, of course, was there. Wow. How about that, ladies and gentlemen, for Darth Nihilus? That image I've never seen before. Blamminette, that's good, isn't it? Let's check the back as well. Darth Phobos. Unfamiliar, I have heard that name before, but I don't know much about Darth Phobos. Is it got something to do with Darth Krayt? No, that's somebody else, isn't it? The apprentice of Darth Krayt was Talon, wasn't it? Yeah. It's all fascinating stuff though, the history of Star Wars. And then we have, oh, look at that card back. That was the card back that I always imagined, actually, something like that for Revan, except it's an old image of Revan, and I believe he's standing with Malak there, but that's really good. In fact, I'd use that card back there, that image, to recard my 30th anniversary one, which is on there, and when I finally do open the new Revan, I'm going to probably put that on my wall of Sith. These are all Sith Lords here, ladies and gentlemen. That's awesome. How about that, man? I love it. Love those. Anyway, onwards we go. Look at this. Phase 1 Clone Troopers upgrade. Expansion. What is this, man? Oh, I see. Oh, they look like little figurines. They're cool, man. Wow. I also put like bits of merch on these shelves I got from IKEA up there. See? Some stuff from Galaxy's Edge there. And some other bits and bobs. Also, if you're watching Gary Moore, I still have that from you, my friend. Whoop, let me just get the camera around. you gifted me that. That is going to go up on those shelves as well. What is next? I'm trying not to look in when I go in. Just pulling out at random. Oh, what's that? Oh, hang on. Oh, wow. Look at this. This is a customer thing, isn't it? Look at that. That's fascinating. How about that for a Palpatine? I can't remember where that robe comes from. It's nice though. Anyone knows where that robe comes from? Lara will probably comment and say. And then that looks like an Anakin. It is. That's a Padawan peasant disguise Anakin body with a Palpatine head. That is so cool, man. That really makes me want to expand on my resurgence of the Sith kind of era. Go well with Dooku as well, that maybe. And in here now, it looks like loads of loose figures. This is cool. Oh man, look what he's done. He's given me loads of bubbles to go with those car packs. That's so great, man. Have they got adhesives on? I think that might be peelable adhesives as well. It is, see there? That's brilliant. That's so cool, man. Thank you. Wow, a ton of some lightsabers there. Spare ones. That's so kind, Lau. You sending me all of this. And then we got some coins. I've got a 30th anniversary coin collection. If I've got any gaps, I'll be putting them in. Mace Windu. There's loads of ones I need here. Mace Windu. Who the hell's that? Wow, there's loads. Wolf Man. Pax Bonkig. Battle Droid, Super Battle Droid. Hermiodel, which I have that coin, but that's cool. Airborne Trooper. Jango Fett, I don't have that one, I don't think. Don't remember having that one at least. That's great, isn't it? And then you've got, look at that. A little bit of Forlorn there. Ooh, that's an episode 5 one. I think I've seen that one before. It's been a while since I've looked at the coins from the 30th anniversary. There's another Revenge of the Sith generic. And who's that? Wow, how the hell, who is that? Oh, Taicho Salcio. I do have that one, but again, I've not seen that coin for a decade. And then there's this one here, which looks like a droidica, yeah, a destroyer. Master Destroyers. Great, Lau. Love that. Let's put all them away. And let's dig deep again and see what's inside here. My goodness me. Oh man. I can't believe it, man. That's awesome. I don't know if this is the one that Tungori was selling, but I missed the boat and I'm not going to open the HK 47, I believe it is, the Assassin Droid, because I only bought one that came recently with the light side Revan, but that is great, man. What's the articulation like? Oh yeah, there's loads of articulation. What a nice looking droid. Not quite sure where I'll put him yet. Probably somewhere with Revan maybe, I don't know too much about the storyline, but that is a lovely looking droid. Thank you, mate. That's incredible, thank you. I like these pouches, Lara, they're pretty cool. Oh, he sent me another one of these guys. As in, I got one off Luke B recently. I think I opened it off cardback, but there you go, there's a loose one. I've got a use for that. I think that is the one that suits the, what is it now? The ARC 170 that I have. I think I'll check it out, but that's great, man. I'll never have too many pilots. Goes well with the Battle of Coruscant. In here we have, pretty cool, man. Yeah, I've got one of these already. That's good to have two, though. Keep it symmetrical. This is the guy that came with the Bad Batch crew. And I think I've got him loose, but he will go nicely with him. The one I already have. Sorry about the focus there. That's great. I don't know if a weapon popped out there, Lau. I'll go through all this carefully after filming. But I've got plenty of spare blasters there. Oh dear. This is what I thought may be coming. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. That has to be... Look at that. That is... Thank you, Lau. That is just incredible. These are two Jedis. Very sought after. And that really does now help complete my Jedi collection. You've got your man Evan Peel on the left there. That's a brilliant figure. I love Evan Peel. Go anywhere on your Phantom Menace shelf. You can put him in a Clone Wars diorama. And then, of course, Yaddle, now made famous by that incredible episode of Tales of the Jedi. You see her demise. I mean, I've got a young Dooku figure. In fact, I'm pan to it right now, up there, where the transition, the end of the Phantom Menace. I put that Dooku figure there, but Yaddle would go nicely with her, and also with him. Sorry, Yaddle would go with him, and also you could even have a Sidious figure in a little display depicting the final demise of Yaddle. They're great, man. Thank you so much. I've just found that. I think that might go with this fella. Yep, I'd say so. Let me read this to you now. Hey, Only One Kenobi, O.O.K. Wishing you and your family a great Christmas and New Year. I hope you enjoy these gifts and find a place in your collection as always, mate. Cheers for the great content and videos from Lao. Mate, thank you very much, man. And you're also a guy who helps to fuse the community together. You recently healed some wounds within the community recently. Only he knows what I'm talking about there. So that's all down to you, man. So thank you. You are a stabilizing positive force, a Jedi, if you will, in the community. So thank you, Lau, for that. Really appreciate it. Merry Christmas to you. And thank you, everyone, for watching that opening. Awesome, man. And just before I leave you, there's a couple more things just before the end. Thank you very much, firstly, for watching this Christmas episode of Only One Fans. I did receive a couple of other voice notes that were Christmas related, but nothing to do with the competition that you heard earlier. And here they are.
What's up, sir? How you doing? Quick question for you. What is your favorite Star Wars figure that you have ever received as a Christmas gift? Thanks. Enjoy.
Hello, Nick. Merry Christmas. My question for you is, what is your favorite Christmas toy that you ever gotten for Christmas? And what is also your favorite Christmas memory?
So I thought I would bundle them together because the answers are very similar questions, aren't they? So first off, famous Christmas memory, favorite Christmas toy, it's always going to be the AT-AT, man. I did get things as a child like the Millennium Falcon, but I can't guarantee if that was for a birthday. But I 100% know I got an AT-AT for Christmas, and I wasn't even really sure what an AT-AT was. It was said to me, and I was like, what's an AT-AT? But when I opened it, I knew damn well what it was, because I'd seen The Empire Strikes Back by then. And it was just a brilliant Christmas gift. You asked C-3PO Concepts about a figure, actually, and I don't actually remember ever getting a figure for Christmas. I was so young. I probably no doubt would have got figures. I remember getting Turtles figures and wrestling figures in the very early 90s. But I'll have to probably just say the best Christmas gift I've had for a figure to date will be the Evan Peel and Yaddle I've just received off my man Lau. That was awesome. But other Christmases, I got a Scalextrics. I remember getting a BMX. I got a snooker table one Christmas. That was a mind-blowing thing to wake up to. And in later years, mentioned the WWF before, I got the WWE ring, which was Christmas 91, and there is a photograph of me opening that somewhere, which I'd like to put on here. But sadly, I don't think I've got any photographs of me opening any Star Wars stuff from the 80s. I'm a tad younger than some of those other characters in the community. So anyway, I was a little bit older when the photographs were taken of me opening toys, including the WWF stuff in the 90s. Anyway, I'm prattling on here. Thank you for watching this episode, ladies and gentlemen, of Only One Fans, the Christmas episode. I hope you have had a wonderful Christmas and enjoy the rest of the day and Boxing Day and the rest of the remainder of 2023. And of course, all the best for 2024. I shall be doing an end of year video as well, so do stay tuned for that. That's all for now. I've been Only One Kenobi. You're my one and obies, the Only One Fans. Merry Christmas.